Why choose?
Why choose?
Why choose?
Why choose?
Why choose
Don
Don
Bosco
Bosco
Canlubang?
Why choose Don Bosco Canlubang?
For nearly 60 years, Don Bosco Canlubang has been a demonstrated leader in education in the southern Tagalog region of the Philippines. Don Bosco Canlubang has established itself as the go-to institution for quality technical and religious education. Committed to build a community where faith is formed and leaders are born, we offer a unique scholastic experience for our students, empowering them to achieve more in life. The Salesian system of education is respected in all of the 132 countries where the Salesians of Don Bosco operate. We educate using the preventive system of St. John Bosco. We create a learning environment where the students are personally known and cared for by their teachers and are led to greater heights in life. Don Bosco Canlubang provides students opportunities to participate in activities that encourage the development of their spiritual life. Through our carefully designed pastoral formation programs, students form lasting bonds with their peers that will last a lifetime while developing their leadership skills. Don Bosco is home for competitive athletes, musicians, youth leaders, and artists who represent the school not only in the Philippines but also abroad. Our graduates have assumed their roles as leaders in technology and innovation and are giving back to their alma mater to offer support and professional guidance to today's students. Don Bosco has opened doors for them professionally, even beyond their degrees. So really, why choose Don Bosco Canlubang?
Because Don Bosco Canlubang is a community.
Don Bosco Canlubang is a seedbed of vocations.
Don Bosco Canlubang is a center for academic excellence.
Don Bosco Canlubang is home.
Because Don Bosco Canlubang is home.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Graduation Day is always a day of rejoicing, for it marks the conclusion of an educational journey and commencement of a more difficult part of people's pursuit of knowledge. Knowledge that will enable him or her to embrace more opportunities and take on more challenges. Don Bosco once said, "Learning always requires effort, and the degree of which depends on one's intelligence." To begin, let us stand and sing our national anthem.
Sa Opening Remarks. The fourth commencement exercises of Don Bosco College Canlubang, Fortitudo etiam debilitas, strength even in weakness, is now in order. To welcome you to this momentous occasion, we have John Vincent J. Escoredo, the batch salutatorian.
Father Joel Camaya, SDB ang aming rector, kay Miss Bernadette Salonga ang aming punong guro, sa lahat ng mga guro ng aming paaralan, sa lahat ng mga magulang at nakikinig, at sa mga kapwa ko magsisipagtapos. Isang magandang araw po na pinagpala ng Diyos. Ilang beses kong tinanong ang aking sarili, pati na rin ang mga taong malalapit sa aking buhay, kung bakit ko nga ba mas pinili ang Don Bosco College Canlubang at ang tanging tumatak sa aking isipan ay paano? Paano pag wala na ako? Tinawag ako ng Panginoon at hindi ako pinaalis dahil ako ay binigyan niya ng isang hamon. Ito ang mamunot paglingkuran ang mga kapwa ko mag-aaral sapagkat ang mga bihasa sa pamumuno at paglilingkod ay nagsilipatan ng paaralan. Hindi man madali ang ginampanan ko sa 2 taong ito dahil mas nanaig ang kompetisyon kaysa sa pagiging totoo dahil sa pagkukumpara di lamang ng ating mga guro pati na rin ang ating mga sarili. Dito hinamon ang bawat isa na ilabas ang tunay na pagkatao na walang panghusga anuman ang iyong edad, kulay at kasarian. At dito rin nalaman kung sino sa kanila ang tunay na nagpapakatotoo, na maaasahan, na may magandang intensyon at ang dapat na pagkakatiwalaan ng bawat individual. Ilang beses din nating sinabi na tayo ang best batch at may legacy tayong iiwanan. Ngunit ngayon, tanungin mo ang iyong sarili. Tayo nga ba? May naiwan ka nga ba? Marami man tayong dinaranas sa pagtaas at pagbaba sa buhay natin, nandito pa rin ang ating mga guro na handang bubog at gabayan tayo sa anumang hamon. Marami man ang umaasa na tao sa atin, ay dapat sundin at panindigan pa rin natin ang nais natin. Salamat sa makikisig na sina Sir Lito at Sir Mike. Ang mga pangaral ninyo ay hindi ko marilimutan. Sina Sir Banal at Ma'am Beige. Salamat dahil nagsilbi kayong muwarang ehemplo sa amin bilang mga nanay, tatay at kaibigan namin. Ako rin ay nagpapasalamat sa mga magulang ng bawat isa dahil nagbunga kayo ng isang batang may busilak na puso. Salamat sa aking mga magulang na walang sawang kumakalinga sa lahat ng aking mga sinalihan. Pinaramdam nyo sa akin na kahit di ako ganun katalinuhan tulad ng iba, ay mananatili pa rin kayo sa aking tabi. Mahal na mahal ko po kayo. Sa aking mga kamag-aral at kaibigan, nang dahil sa inyo ay mas nakilala ko ang aking sarili at naipakita ko kung sino talaga ako. Patuloy niyo pa rin akong tinanggap kahit ganito ako. Salamat Clar, Doc, Ed, Kenneth, Eugene, Kat at Grace. Higit sa lahat, ang ating tagumpay ay inaalay ko sa Diyos. Sa pamamagitan niya ay nagkaroon tayo ng ibayong lakas at abilidad upang malampasan at matugunan ang lahat ng pagsubok at kalungkutan na ating tinatamasa. Tunay at wagas ang kanyang pag-ibig sa atin, kung kaya't karapat dapat siyang papurihan at pasalamatan. Kung tapusin ang aking talumpati, nais kong mag-iwan ng ilang aral at hamon sa bawat isa. Hindi man natin nakuha ang mga nais nating makamit, nararapat na patuloy nating kamitin ang ninais nating pangarap. Ako man ay nabigo sa aking munting pangarap, ay patuloy pa rin akong bumabangon dahil may mga taong nakaalalay at nagtitiwala sa aking kakayanan. Dito ako pinangaralan na wala naman sa posisyon o sa level yan, kundi nasa busilak ng pusong paglingkod sa kapwa. Nais ko na kahit tayo'y magkakalayo na, sana tayo'y huwag mawala ng koneksyon sa isa't isa at patuloy na magsuportahan at magtulungan. Isang bundok pa lang ang naaakyat ng iba sa atin at ito ang Mount Talamita. Asahan natin na may ilang bundok pa ang ating aakyatin. Patuloy nating gawin ang lahat ng makakaya at huwag mawawala ng pag-asa. Ika nga ni Fads Abel, kailangan natin ng kaagapay upang tawarin ang bawat hakbang na ating tatahakin. Ang mga alaala at karanasan kasamang ating mga kaibigan ay di kalilimutan kahit tayo'y maghihiwalayan. Ang mga simpleng chismisan, galaan at itatak kailanman. Hindi natin alam na hanggang sa dulo, sila pa rin ang ating iiyakan at kakapitan. Kaya ang oras na sila'y kapiling ay dapat iyong pinahahalagahan. Huwag din nating kalilimutan, itatapon o iiwan na lang ang ating pagkakakilanlan na born for greater things. Sa paglakbay natin sa labas sa mas malawak na mundo, naway dalhin natin ang mga aral at payo na ating natutunan sa isisyong ito at ibamahagi na rin natin ito sa mga taong makakasalamuhan natin. Sana'y bisitahin pa rin natin ang komunidad ng mga Salesiano at balikan pa rin natin ang ating kasarilan. Ayon nga kay Rizal, tayo ang pag-asa ng bayan. Kahit ang mas nakatatanda ay hindi tayo pinakikinggan at pilit na sinasang-ayunan ang kanilang kaalaman. Matuto tayong tumayo sa sariling mga paa at ipahayag ang ating mga mitiin. Sana piliin nating lumaban. Sana piliin natin ang bayan saan man tayo mapadpad. Bitbitin natin hanggang kamatayan ang pagiging Pilipino at ang ating tatak Bosco. Muli, maraming salamat at magandang araw sa inyong lahat.
Recognition of faculty and staff of Don Bosco College, Canduba. Commencement also provides an opportunity to recognize Don Bosco College, Candubang's faculty and staff who are dedicated in providing the highest quality education and in making a positive difference in the lives of the students.
Here are the faculty and staff of the Basic Education Department, Senior High School level of Don Bosco College, Canlubang.
Father Joel N. Camaya, SDB. Father Joel is the rector of Don Bosco College, Canlubang.
Father Paul Michael B. Suarez, SDB. Father Paul is the administrator of Don Bosco College, Canlubang.
Miss Bernadette M. Salonga. Ma'am Badette is the principal of the Basic Education Department.
Mrs. Carolina B. Campos. Ma'am Carol is the assistant principal for academic affairs of the senior high school.
Mrs. Veronica A. Castillo. Ma'am Ve is the assistant principal for student affairs of the senior high school.
Father Abel R. De Ocampo Jr., SDB. Father Abel is the assistant principal for pastoral affairs of the senior high school and the institutional spiritual moderator.
Brother Michael V. Diaz, STB. Brother Michael is the senior high school brother assistant. He is a graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English, as well as Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy. He teaches Christian anthropology and Christian living education.
Mr. Jeffer T. Ebrada. Sir Jeffer is the student activities in charge of the senior high school and the advisor of the student council. He is a graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English. He teaches core subjects such as 21st century literature from the Philippines and the world, and reading and writing, as well as Hume's specialized subjects such as creative writing and creative nonfiction.
Miss Bettina Julia R. Bastro. Ma'am Beige is the school paper advisor. She is a graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English. She teaches English subjects such as oral communication and English for academic and professional purposes, as well as Hume's specialized subjects such as trends, networks, and critical thinking in the 21st century culture and culminating activity.
Mr. John Rigo C. Baricanosa. Sir Rigo is the sports coordinator and coach of the senior high school varsity teams and one of the grade 11 class advisors. He is a graduate of Bachelor in Physical Education. He teaches physical education and health.
Mr. Michael Leonardo C. Delome. Sir Mike is one of the grade 12 class advisors. He is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Biology with Master of Science in Genetics. He teaches STEM specialized subjects such as General Biology 1 and 2 and research subjects such as Practical Research 1 and 2 and Research Capstone.
Miss Hazel C. Elago. Ma'am Hazel is one of the grade 12 class advisors. She is a graduate of Bachelor of Business Teacher Education. She teaches personality development, disaster readiness and risk reduction, and applied economics.
Mr. Erwin M. Molina. Sir Erwin is one of the grade 11 class advisors. He is a graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Technical Education, major in Information Technology. He teaches computer subjects such as Media Information Literacy and Empowerment Technology.
Ms. Annalisa P. Opeña. Ma'am Ana is one of the grade 12 class advisors. She is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Commerce, major in Accounting. She teaches ABM specialized subjects such as Fundamentals of Accounting, Business and Management 1 and 2, Entrepreneurship, and Business Finance.
Mr. Lito V. Sibayan Jr. Sir Lito is one of the grade 11 class advisors. He is a graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Mathematics. He teaches mathematics subjects such as General Mathematics, Statistics and Probability, Pre-Calculus, and Calculus.
Thank you very much, dear teachers and lay mission partners. We appreciate all your efforts and hard work.
Dear parents and guardians, dear Salesian educators, and dear Bosconians, good morning. This is a special note for our dear Bosconians graduating from senior high school. I wish to take some of my thoughts from something I have written about 18 years ago when I was a newly ordained priest. I have shared this online in one of my Good Morning talks last week. This I have intended for our young Salesians in the post-novitiate at that time. However, I see that in a certain way, this is applicable to you, my dear graduating batch. Many years ago, in the 70s, 80s, and the first part of the 90s, Don Bosco Canlubang, which was then known as Don Bosco College Seminary, or even earlier, Don Bosco Seminary College, was one huge community of about 150 Salesians, novices, postulants, and seminarians. There was also a group of young men who were taking the technical vocational course in what was then called the Don Bosco Manpower Training Center, which eventually became the Tibet Center. The seminary was self-sufficient in many ways. It had its own farm with a piggery, cattle, poultry, plots of land where corn and vegetables were grown. We processed meat and served fresh milk at table every morning. And we had a bakery. When I came to Canlubang as a seminarian in 1989, there were instances that I was assigned for the afternoon work to help out with the baking of bread. It was a new experience for me. One ingredient was a wonder to me, the yeast, or the leaven. There were several characteristics of this ingredient that I found very interesting. One, the yeast was alive. It was the only ingredient that had life at the time of preparing the bread. Two, the yeast affected the whole mass. It provided growth. Three, the yeast did not have any taste, but it made the bread better. It made it soft and fluffy, so pleasing to the tongue, to the mouth. It was unassuming, seemingly insignificant, but important. Four, at its quote-unquote death, the yeast made the greatest significance. When put into the oven, it gave its final salvo, making the bread rise to its final size. 5. The quantity of yeast that we put is very little, perhaps the least of all the ingredients, but it is responsible for the quantity that is the size of the bread. My dear Bosconians, you are yeast and leaven to the whole world, to the places where you will be. As yeast, you are alive, creative, full of initiatives, self-perfective, always in the disposition of wonder, continuously learning. As yeast, you affect the whole batch of dough. Bosconians are able to influence their peers for the good. As yeast, you are unassuming, but make the difference, whether in studies, sports, music, the arts, technical stuff. As yeast, you experience quote-unquote death. You who sacrifice your time and talent for your fellow Bosconians, like yeast, that is not much. You may not be many, but especially when you go to other places, you are able to reach out to many. See this. The leaven is insignificant and small, but it has power. It is weak, but strong. There is strength even in weakness. And that is your motto. Something that you have taken also from years ago when you were in grade school, when you graduated from grade 6. And this is a very good thing, that continuity of this aspect in your life. I wish to bring to you a reflection that I wrote for Sabbath, this publication of the feast books, and I put it on the May 11 day. It was assigned to me, and this was my reflection for that day. I have shared this with you in the Good Morning Talk on May 11, but let me once more refresh you with it. About Ludwig van Beethoven, among the world's greatest composers. It is enough to listen to the final movement of his 9th Symphony, even just the choral part, the Ode to Joy, and to realize that this was composed by a deaf man, for one to affirm the greatness of Beethoven. At the age of 31, Beethoven realized that he was gradually losing his hearing. And that's the worst thing that can ever happen to a musician. This affected him so much that it also affected his compositions. Here we would think that things would take a turn for the worse, that this disability would end his career. It was far from this. The pain of realizing that he would be deaf injected a heavy dose of feelings into his compositions. From the simplicity of the classical period, music moved into the surge of emotion that characterizes the Romantic period. This is a significant feat of Beethoven, that he belonged to these two periods in music, nay more, that he broke free from one and brought music into another period. One that made authors place an epithet alongside Beethoven's name. The man who changed everything. And all this because of his deafness. From an evil, a defective nature sprang forth a good, both for the individual and for the rest of humanity. In the face of difficulty, sorrow, pain, and even paralysis, take courage. After all, Beethoven changed everything because of his deafness, because of his weakness. Great things spring out of crisis. What great thing would spring from this COVID pandemic crisis? You know, it's the same thing. The Word of God spread because of persecution. Dear Bosconians, Senior High School Batch 2020, be the leaven of the world. You are bound for greatness. Congratulations.
Presentation of candidates for graduation. Completing the required number of school days was never a blockade for the graduating students to pursue in completing the year-level requirements. To present the candidates for graduation of Batch 2020, here is Ms. Bernadette M. Salonga, Principal of the Basic Education Department.
As the principal of the Basic Education Department, Senior High School level, I, Ms. Bernadette M. Salonga, proudly present to your reverence these 89 young men and women of the STEM, ABM, strands, who, having successfully completed the prescribed curricula of secondary education of the Department of Education, and having satisfactorily attained the standards of our institution's Salesian Catholic formation, now seek your recognition as candidates for graduation for the school year 2019-2020.
To receive the graduates, we have Father Joel N. Kamaya, SDB, our beloved rector.
By virtue of the authority vested upon me by this venerable institution, and in accordance with the rules and regulations of the Department of Education, I, Father Joel N. Kamaya, SDB, Rector of Don Bosco College, do hereby declare you as graduates.
Dear graduates, the moment you have been waiting for has finally come. The fruit of your hard work and discipline will finally be reaped. You will now be recognized for your accomplishments. The recognition for outstanding performance in specific disciplines, STEM Education Award, ABM Education Award, and UMS Education Award shall also be given to our deserving graduates. The awards for outstanding performance in specific disciplines are given to recognized students in grade 12 who have exhibited exemplary skills and achievement in specific disciplines.
These disciplines are arts, communication arts, science, mathematics, social sciences, and athletics. These awards also value the learner's achievements in a specific discipline that have contributed to the school and/or the community. We will begin with the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics strand, followed by the Humanities and Social Sciences strand, and Accounting, Business, and Management strand. Mr. Michael Leonardo C. Dalomen, Ms. Hazel C. Elago, and Mrs. Annalisa P. Opeña will announce the graduates of their respective advisory class, Orione, Guanella, and Sruji.
I, Michael Leonardo C. Delomen, hereby present with great pride and honor the graduates of my advisory class, St. Luigi Orione.
Aglibot Carl John R. He was a member of the Acatec group. Alcalde Joshua I. Josh was a member of the Saguipren Sodality. As a basketball varsity player, he participated in the DepEd Cluster Meet and National Basketball Training Center, Don Bosco Athletic Association, and the Don Bosco Cup where he won as champion. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in athletics. Alpuerto Nicole John E. He was a member of the Acatec group. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in mathematics. Balinong Altair Lawrence B. Bali was the service minister of his class and a member of the Acatec group. He was the drummer of the APC band and performed in various activities such as the Kanlungan Festival, Sinodo 2 and 3, and Youth Fest. He was a table tennis varsity player and was a men's doubles bronze medalist during the City Meet 2018. He participated in different sports activities within the senior high school intramurals, in the Don Bosco Athletic Association, and in the Bosco Olympics. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in athletics. Bernardes Edward Randy T. Ed was the culture minister of his class and a member of the Acatec group. He also participated in various sports activities in the Don Bosco Athletic Association. Cacao Jane Nicole M. Jane was a member of the Performing Arts group and was one of the performers during the Kanlungan Festival. Karandang Janus Enrique M. Janus was a member of the Acatec group. Castañeda Jared G. Jed was a member of the Acatec group. Celestios Clarence C. Clor was the culture minister of the student council and a member of the Acatec group. He was also the photojournalist for the Writers Guild and the Bosconian. As a volleyball and table tennis varsity, he participated in various sports competitions, such as the senior high school intramurals. He was also a table tennis singles gold medalist during the DepEd Sports Cluster Meet 2018, doubles gold medalist during the DepEd Sports Cluster Meet 2019, volleyball qualifier in the Don Bosco Cup, and in the Don Bosco Athletic Association. He also took part in other events, such as the Research Exhibit, Don Bosco Film Festival, World Youth Day, National Marian Rally, Bosconian Youth Congress, Synodo 1, 2, and 3, and the Zeppelin Camp. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in athletics, in mathematics, and in social science. Centeno Nathaniel P. Nat was the secretary of the choirs and musicians. He was also recognized as a Boy Scout and Eagle Scout of the Philippines. Komya Hubert M. He was a member of the Acatec group. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in athletics. Del Mundo Alphonse Rafael R. Alphonse was the president of the student council of the senior high school and a member of the Juventus group. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in arts and in social science. He is also a recipient of the STEM Education Award. Del Mundo Renard Adrian R. Renard was the president of the choirs and musicians and performed during the Bosco Concerto, Christmas Concerto, Synodo 1 and 3, and the Kinetic Choir competition. He participated in the Research Symposium held at Don Bosco Technical Institute, Makati, Biology Olympiad held at Ateneo de Manila University, and Biology Quiz Bee at the University of the Philippines, Diliman. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in social science. Escuredo Jan Vincent J. Jamie was the president of his class and a member of the Acatec group. He was a member of the APC choir and Coro de la Oratorio, where he performed in various activities such as Synodo 1 and 3, Bosco Concerto, Christmas Concerto, and IEDEX choir competition. He was the managing editor, feature writer, and radio broadcaster of the Writers Guild of the senior high school, and contributed to the Agujo newspaper, as well as competed as a radio broadcast infomercialist in the Division Schools Press Conference and Regional Schools Press Conference. He was a volleyball varsity player and actively participated in various sports activities in the senior high school intramurals, district meet, Bosco Olympics, and the Don Bosco Athletic Association. He also took part in a number of events such as the Research Exhibit as a presenter, Zebrin Stage Play as a cast member, Disaster Readiness and Risk Reduction Talk as a presenter, Don Bosco Film Festival short film, and 1-minute ad as an entrant, Kanlungan Festival Dance Competition as a performer, and Salesian Youth Movement Seminar, Salesian Youth Day, and National Youth Day as an attendee. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in athletics, in communication arts, in mathematics, and in social science. He is also a recipient of the STEM Education Award. Estrada Emmanuel L. Eman was a member of the Acatec group. Garcia John Nicholas L. Nico was the sports minister of his class and a member of the Performing Arts Club. As a basketball varsity player, he represented Don Bosco College Canluban in various sports competitions of the National Basketball Training Center and the Don Bosco Athletic Association, as well as during the Don Bosco Cup, in which he was a champion, and in the district meet in which he won 3rd place. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in athletics and in arts. Gonzalez Anthony Ross B. Tonton was a member of the choirs and musicians. Lovitos Kathleen Joyce M. Kat was the worship minister of her class and a member of the Acatec group. She was a member of the APC choir and Coro de la Oratorio, where she performed in various activities such as Synodo 1, 2, and 3, Bosco Concerto, Christmas Concerto, and IEDEX choir competition. She was a feature writer in the Writers Guild of the senior high school and represented Don Bosco College Canlubang in the Don Bosco Press Conference and the division school's press conference as a Radio Broad news anchor. She was a badminton varsity player and participated in various activities of the senior high school intramurals. She also took part in other events, such as the Disaster Readiness and Risk Reduction Talk as a presenter, and the National Marian Rally as a pilgrim. She will receive a certificate for academic achievement and a gold medal for her outstanding performance in athletics and in social science. Mantalapos Haley French A. Haley was the secretary of the Juventus Group. He was also a Synodo participant. Marasigan Dominic Ryan A. Dominic is the secretary of his class and a member of the Acatec Group. He was also a participant in the research symposium held at Don Bosco Technical Institute, Makati. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in science and in mathematics. He is also a recipient of the STEM Education Award. Maunahan Mary Ann H. Mean was a member of the Acatec Group. She will receive a certificate for academic achievement. Mendoza Maynard Jericho B. MJ was a member of the Knights of the Altar. Okan Jervis Ethan P. He was the treasurer of his class and a member of the Knights of the Altar. He participated in the table tennis district meet and won second place. Ortega Haven U. M. Haven was the sports minister of the Senior High School Student Council and a member of the Acatec Group. He represented Don Bosco College, Canduban during the DepEd table tennis cluster meet, where he was a gold medalist, and in the district meet as a silver medalist. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in athletics. Plaza Alexandra Cosine M. Alex was a member of the Acatec Group. She was also a varsity volleyball player and participated in the Don Bosco Cup. Fore Raymond Michael B. He was the vice president of his class and a member of the Acatec Group. He attended the research symposium held at Don Bosco Technical Institute, Makati. He also performed during the Synodo 1. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in science and in mathematics. He is also a recipient of the STEM Education Award. Rance Jonathan M. He was a member of the Acatec Group. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in science. Robles Gabriel Nicolas L. He was the president of the Acatec Group. Tichon Jr. Jonel L. Jonel was a member of the Knights of the Altar. Vilyoga Jerome Allen L. Jerome was the secretary of the Student Council of the Senior High School and a member of the Acatec Group.
I, Miss Hazel Cialago, present with great honor and joy the graduates from my advisory class, Grade 12, St. Luigi Guanella.
12 Guanella STEM. Abnel Aaron Charles A. He was the vice president of his class and a member of the Knights of the Altar. He was also a recognized Boy Scout of the Philippines. Apuada Micaela May C. Mika was a member of the Auxilium Sodality. Badayos Andre Zachary. Zach was the culture minister of his class and a member of the Juventus Group. Briones Jonel Andre T. Jonel was the secretary of his class and a member of the Savio Friends Sodality. He will receive a certificate for special citation in sports. Calma Alexandrine P. He was a member of the Savio Friends Sodality. De Leon Ian Dean C. Ion was the secretary of the Acatec Group. Diaz Jose Angelito A. Jose was a member of the Juventus Group. Dioneda Justin Daniel V. He was the secretary of the Savio Friends Sodality and the co-captain for the senior high school basketball varsity team. He participated in various sports competitions such as the Don Bosco Athletic Association, Don Bosco Cup, DepEd District Meet, and National Basketball Training Center. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in athletics. Encanto Mark Darnell R. Mark was the service minister of his class and a member of the Savio Friends Sodality. Fajardo Rafael Genesis E. Rajan was a member of the Knights of the Altar. Dabargan John Leonard L. Leonard was a member of the Savio Friends Sodality. He also participated in the Don Bosco Cup. He will receive a certificate for special citation in sports. Lasay Jerome Jared A. Jerome was a member of the Savio Friends Sodality. Los Santa Darrell E. Darrell was a member of the Acatec group. Marasigan Ken Juvic P. Juvic was a member of the Savio Friends Sodality. Miguel Joshua Dens P. Dens was a member of the Savio Friends Sodality. Rapsine Earl C. Earl was a member of the Savio Friends Sodality. Salvacion Deo S. Deo was the service minister of the Student Council. He was also a member of the Knights of the Altar. Tuwazo Noreen Grace M. Noreen was the secretary of the Performing Arts Club. She will receive a gold medal for her outstanding performance in athletics. Igbuhay Justin David P. He was the president of the Savio Friends Sodality. He was also the captain of the badminton team of Don Bosco College Canlubang. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in athletics. 12. Guanela Yunus. Alarcon Jose Lansky A. Lansky was a member of the Savio Friends Sodality. Asnan Jericho A. Jericho was the worship minister of the Senior High School Student Council. He was also the president of the Auxilium Sodality. He performed in the IEDX choral competition. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in communication arts and in social science. Jordan Kevin Luis C. Kevin was a member of the Knights of the Altar. He was also the proofreader of the senior high school publication. He was an attendee of Synodo and of the research symposium held at Don Bosco Technical Institute, Makati. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in communication arts and in social science. He is also a recipient of UMS Education Award. Jordico John Ralph O. He was the president of the Juventus Group. He will receive a certificate for special citation in sports. Maranan Charles Matthew A. Matmat was a member of the Knights of the Altar. Ojas Castro Princess D. Ingtet was the secretary of her class and a member of the Auxilium Sodality. Padilla Joshua Kelvin I. Kelvin was a member of the Savio Friends Sodality. Pesigan Kerwin A. Kerwin was a member of the Knights of the Altar. Ramos Jeremy Timothy. Jeremy was the worship minister of his class and the president of the Knights of the Altar. Suarez Joachim Marie Emmanuel S. Quinito was a member of the Knights of the Altar. Susan Juan Carlos L. He was a member of the Knights of the Altar.
I, Mrs. Annalisa P. Opeña, have the most wonderful privilege of presenting to you the graduates from my advisory class, Grade 12 Venerable Simon Instruction.
Adarlo John Patrick D. JP was the vice president of his class and a member of the Sabio Friends Sodality. He also represented Don Bosco College, Canlubang in the athletics competition, district, and cluster meets. He will receive a certificate for special citation in sports. Agkawili John Leonard M. Willie was a member of the Acatec group. Aquino Austin James D. Austin was a member of the Sabio Friends Sodality. He represented the school in various sports competitions such as National Basketball Training Center and the Don Bosco Cup. Aquino Berlin Abe D. Berlin was a member of the Acatec group. Banatikla John Kenneth D. Kenneth was the service minister of his class and the secretary of the choirs and musicians. He was also an active member of the EPC choir and the Coro del Oratorio, where he represented the school in the Synodo 1, Synodo 3, Boss Concerto, and Christmas Concerto, as well as in the IEDEX choir competition. He participated in various sports activities as a volleyball player such as the senior high school intramurals, Bosco Olympics, and district meet. He will receive a certificate for special citation in sports. Castellano Charles Xavier N. Charles was a member of the Performing Arts Club. Cruz Alexis Aaron C. Alexis was a member of the Knights of the Altar. De la Serna Justin N. DC was a member of the Performing Arts Club and a basketball varsity player of the senior high school. He participated in various sports activities such as the DepEd Meet, Don Bosco Cup, and the National Basketball Training Center. He will receive a certificate for special citation in sports. Dimapilis Eugene Andre N. Dima was the vice president of the choirs and musicians and a member of the Coro del Oratorio and performed in the Boss Concerto. He was also the team captain of the volleyball varsity team of the senior high school and participated in the Don Bosco Cup. He will receive a certificate for special citation in sports. Dr. John Paulo Z. Doc was the vice president of the Student Council, a member of the Acatec group and of the EPC choir. As a volleyball varsity player, he was a qualifier in the Don Bosco Cup as well as the 5th placer in the Don Bosco Athletic Association. He was a finalist in the Don Bosco Film Festival as the director. He also performed in the Boss Concerto, Christmas Concerto, and the IEDEX choir competition. He was a participant in both the Don Bosco Press Conference and the Division School Press Conference. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in athletics, in communication arts, and in social science. Scremadora Merwin M. Merwin was a member of the Sabio Friends Sodality. He was an active basketball player during the senior high school intramurals. Fajardo Kobe Alan N. Kobe was a member of the Sabio Friends Sodality. Formanes Kim Chan C. Kim was a member of the Sabio Friends Sodality. Hulaso Jr. Rodolfo B. Arboy was the worship minister of his class and a member of the Knights of the Altar.
Larua Francine Emerbel R. Francine was the secretary of both her class and Auxilium Sodality. She was also a member of the EPC choir and performed during the Synodo 1 and 3, the kinetic choir competition. She was also an attendee of the research symposium held at Don Bosco Technical Institute, Makati. She will receive a gold medal for her outstanding performance in social science. She is also a recipient of the ABM Education Award.
Masangya John Marco C. Marco was a member of the Knights of the Altar. He represented the senior high school as a basketball player in the Don Bosco Cup and a part of the finalists of Don Bosco Film Festival. Mir Justine Miguel M. Josh was the secretary of the Juventus Group. Melanio Nicole D. Nicole was the treasurer of the Senior High School Student Council and a member of the Acatec Group. She was part of the finalists of the Don Bosco Film Festival. She will receive a gold medal for her outstanding performance in athletics, in mathematics, and social science. Mendova Andre Manuel P. Manu was a member of the Sabio Friends Sodality. He represented the senior high school as a basketball player for the Don Bosco Cup. Paner John Carlois N. John was the vice president of the Performing Arts Club. Parabuak Mark Allen A. Allen was a member of the Performing Arts Club. As a captain ball of the senior high school basketball varsity, he participated in DepEd Meet where he won 4th place, Don Bosco Cup champion, Don Bosco Athletic Association 4th place, National Basketball Training Center 4th place, and Sotero Cup participant. He will receive a gold medal for his outstanding performance in athletics. Ramos Keen Leonard. Keen was a member of the Juventus Group. As part of the senior high school basketball varsity, he participated in the Don Bosco Cup. He will receive a certificate for special citation in sports. Ronquillo John Harold D. Harold was the sports minister of his class and a member of the Sabio Friends Sodality. Temprosa Cristel Amor L. Cristel was a member of the Performing Arts Club. Tolentino Emmanuel Joseph. Eman was a member of the Sabio Friends Sodality. Tolentino Tricia May B. Tricia was the service minister of her class and a member of the Performing Arts Club. She was an active sports player in the senior high school intramurals and the volleyball qualifier in the Don Bosco Cup. She participated in various activities such as Synodo 1, 2, and 3 youth festivals, Buhayani dance competition, National Marian Rally, and the Bosconian Youth Congress. She will receive a gold medal for her outstanding performance in social science. She will also receive a certificate for special citation in sports. Tolete Adrian Owen B. Owen was the president of his class and a member of the Sabio Friends Sodality. Twisa Eileen Grace N. Grace was the treasurer of her class and a member of the Performing Arts Club. She actively participated in various school activities such as Acquaintance Party, Buwanang Wika, and Intramurals, as well as the other events such as the Kanlungan Dance Festival, Synodo 1 and 3, Don Bosco Film Festival, Senior High School Urban Fire Olympics, National Youth Day,
Bosconian Youth Congress, and Don Bosco Camp. She will receive a certificate for special citation in sports. We saw Mark Angelo M. Mark was a member of the Knights of the Altar. Thank you, Grade 12 advisors, for presenting your class. The success of our Bosconian graduates, despite the challenges of these unforeseen and unprecedented situations, is indeed a commendable feat worthy of celebration. It is without a doubt that the guidance and support from the parents of our graduates aided them to reach their full potential and to be the best version of themselves. To represent the most supportive body of parents and guardians of our level, let us listen to a special message from Ms. Dina Badayos Malaga, the President of the Senior High School Parents Council.
Good day to everyone. To the Don Bosco Canlubang Basic Education Department team, headed by our Rector, Father Joel Camaya, SDB, and our Principal, Ma'am Bernadette Salonga, co-parents, and to the Grade 12 graduating batch of 2020. We are here today to celebrate a great milestone of our children, their senior high school graduation. Although we cannot come together and gather physically because of COVID-19 pandemic, we are online to witness the first ever virtual graduation ceremony of Don Bosco Canlubang. To our dear Grade 12 students, high school graduation is not the end of your journey, but the start of a new phase in your life. You will take different paths after leaving Don Bosco Canlubang. Always remember to live the virtues that you have learned from this institution. Honesty, humble service, loving kindness, holy joy, gratefulness, love for the Eucharist, and devotion to Mama Mary. We, your parents, are here to support and help you become good Christians and honest citizens as you continue on and pursue your life's goal. To our dear basic education community, thank you for the patience, love, and care you have given to our children. We are grateful for providing them with an environment that helps in their holistic growth, academic, physical, and spiritual. On behalf of the Grade 12 parents, this is Mami Dina Badayos Malaga, wishing our graduating children congratulations and good luck. May the Lord bless and guide you always. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Dina. Your hands-on contribution to the activities of the senior high school is highly appreciated by the department.
Conferment of special awards and scholastics honors. It is said that the quality of a person's life is in direct proportion to his or her commitment to excellence, regardless of the chosen field of endeavor. Let us now recognize students who did their ordinary duties extraordinarily well and who showed strong passion for excellence. The following awards shall now be given: recognition for perfect attendance, exemplary conduct, the Special Citation for Service, the Loyalty Award, the Athlete of the Year Award, and the St. Dominic Savvy Award for Service.
Perfect attendance. To present the awardees for perfect attendance, here is Mrs. Veronica A. Castillo, the Senior High School Assistant Principal for Student Affairs.
The award for perfect attendance is given to eligible graduates who have no absence and tardiness during the entire year once the scheduled class has begun. To receive the award for perfect attendance are Badayos Andre Zachary N. Balinong Altair Lawrence B. Banatikla John Kenneth B. Briones Jonel Andre T. Celestius Clarence C. Comia Hubert M. Del Mundo Alphonse Rafael R.
Del Mundo Renard Adrian R. Dimapilis Eugene Andre M. Garcia John Nicolas L. Larua Francine Emerbel R. Lovitos Kathleen Joyce M. Mansalapos Haley French A. Marasigan Dominic Ryan A. Melanio Nicole D. Paner John Carlos M. Parabuak Mark Allen A. Ransen Jonathan M. Tolentino Tricia May B. Congratulations, graduates! Continue serving as role models to your fellow Bosconians in showing diligence and industry.
Exemplary Conduct. To present the awardees for exemplary conduct, here is Father Abel R. de Ocampo Jr., SDB, the Senior High School Assistant Principal for Pastoral Affairs and the Institutional Spiritual Moderator.
The award for exemplary conduct is given to eligible graduates who have consistently shown exemplary behavior throughout the school year. They have achieved a final general average of at least A, very good in conduct, and have had no conduct grade lower than B in any behavioral trait or major component in the Bosconian core values. To receive the award for exemplary conduct are Asnan Jericho A, Celestios Clarence C, Centeno Nathaniel B, Del Mundo Alphonse Rafael R, Del Mundo Renard Adrian R, Doctora John Paulo Z, Escoredo John Vincent J, Jordan Kevin Luis C, Larua Francine Emerbel R, Lovitos Kathleen Joyce M, Marasigan Dominic Ryan A, Melanio Nicole D, Jorge Raymond Michael B, Valentino Tricia May B. Congratulations, graduates! Continue showcasing your praiseworthy behavior inside and outside Don Bosco College, Canlupa.
Special Citation for Service. To present the recipients for the Special Citation for Service, here is Brother Michael V. Diaz, SDB, Senior High School, Brother Assistant.
The Special Citation of Service is given to the graduates who are officers of the Senior High School Student Council for exhibiting strong leadership and service to the whole student body. To receive the Special Citation for Service are Del Mundo Alphonse R, President, Doctora John Paulo Z, Vice President, Bilyoga Jerome Allen L, Secretary, Melanio Nicole D, Treasurer, Asnan Jericho A, Worship Minister, Salvacion Deo S, Service Minister, Celestios Clarence C, Culture Minister, Ortega Haven Wu M, Sports Minister. You have shown that true Bosconians are responsible, proactive, principled, and courageous, and creative and empowering servant leaders, through and through. In behalf of the senior high schools level, congratulations and thank you for your service.
Loyalty Award. To present the recipients of the Loyalty Award, here is Miss Bernadette M. Salonga, Principal of the Basic Education Department.
The Loyalty Award is given to grade 12 graduates who started their schooling at Don Bosco College, Canlubang since grade 4. The recipients of the Loyalty Award are Agkawili John Leonard M. Badayos Andre Zachary. Bernardes Edward Randy T. Castañeda Jared G. Castellano Charles Xavier N. Celestius Clarence C. Fajardo Kobe Allen N. and Jordan Kevin Luis C. Once a Bosconian, always a Bosconian. Always showcase the remarkable qualities of a true-blooded Bosconian wherever you go. Congratulations!
Athlete of the Year. To confer the Athlete of the Year title, here is Mr. John Rigo C. Banicanosa, the Senior High School Physical Education and Health Teacher and Sports Coordinator.
The Athlete of the Year Awards is given to a graduating student for his or her outstanding accomplishments in sports, for being an official athlete of the school, and for consistently bringing honor to the school by showing exceptional athletic skills and participating and winning sports awards. The Athlete of the Year awardee is Paragua Mark Allen A. Congratulations! May future Bosconian athletes emulate your synergism, sportsmanship, and exemplary behavior in all sports activities.
Academic Excellence. To recognize the Academic Excellence awardees, here is Mrs. Carolina B. Campos, the Senior High School Assistant Principal for Academic Affairs.
The award for academic excellence is given to eligible graduates who have no grade below 85% in any subject in any term during the year and have attained a general weighted average of at least 90% and above. Eligible recipients are conferred the following awards in accordance with the corresponding classification. With honors: bronze medal for a final general weighted average of 90 to 94%. With high honors: silver medal for a general weighted average of 95 to 97%. And with highest honors: gold medal for a final general weighted average of 98 to 100%. The Academic Excellence awardees with honors who will receive a bronze medal are Alberto Nicole John E. Asnan Jericho A. Cacao Jane Nicole M. Celestius Clarence C. De Leon Euden C. Del Mundo Renard Adrian R. Doctora John Paulo Z. Escoredo John Vincent J. Jordan Kevin Louis C. Larua Francine Emerbel R. Mansalapos Haley French A. Marasigan Dominic Ryan A. Melanio Nicole D. Mendoza Maynard Jericho B. Plaza Alexandra Cosine M. Pore Raymond Michael B. France Jonathan M. Robles Gabriel Nicolas L. and Tolentino Tricia May V. The Academic Excellence awardee with high honors who will receive a silver medal is Del Mundo Alphonse Rafael R. Congratulations, graduates! May you continue to excel in your future endeavors with honor and humility. Don Bosco College Canlubang is truly proud of you.
academic distinctions, the honorable mentions, the salutatorian, and the valedictorian. To give distinctive recognition to the graduates who have exemplified exceptional passion for excellence, here is Ms. Bernadette M. Salonga, the Basic Education Department Principal.
Second and third honorable mentions, the salutatorian and the valedictorian of the batch are determined through criteria that combine both academic performance and co-curricular activities. With their title, the honorable mentions, the salutatorian, and the valedictorian will receive bronze, a silver, and a gold medal respectively. This year's third honorable mention is Jordan Kevin Luis C. The second honorable mention of the batch, Del Mundo Renard Adrian R. The batch first honorable mention, Larua Francine Emerbel R. This year's salutatorian is Escoredo John Vincent J. And to complete the list, ladies and gentlemen, the valedictorian of batch 2020 of Don Bosco College, Canlubang Senior High School level, presenting with felicity and pride, Del Mundo Alphonse Rafael R. Congratulations to each and every one of you. I am certain that the level of excellence you have exuded will take you to greater heights and brighter futures. Once again, congratulations.
St. Dominic Savio Award. To confer the St. Dominic Savio Award to its deserving recipient, here is Father Joel N. Camaya, SDB, Rector of Don Bosco College, Canlubang.
The St. Dominic Savio Award is one of the most prestigious awards that Don Bosco College, Canlubang can bestow to its students. This award is given to an eligible graduate who has manifested a strong sense of Bosconian service in his active membership to organizations, parish, and community. He has shown unhesitating and joyful responsible volunteerism and is selfless and collaborative in sharing his talents and working with others. For his invaluable service in the accomplishment of various activities of the department, the St. Dominic Savio Award is given to Mr. Jericho A. Asnan. Continue to bring honor and pride to the school through your strong servant leadership to your parish and community. Congratulations!
Now, to express the sentiments of gratitude of Batch 2020, let us hear from the Batch Valedictorian himself, Mr. Alphonse Rafael R. Del Mundo.
To our Rector, Father Joel Camaya, STB, our Principal, Ms. Bernadette Salonga, our Assistant Principal for Student Affairs, Mrs. Veronica Castillo, our Assistant Principal for Academic Affairs, Mrs. Carolina Campos, our Assistant Principal for Pastoral Affairs, Father Abel de Ocampo, STB, our distinguished guests, faculty and staff, our dear parents and fellow graduates, good day. The journey I've had to this moment has definitely not been easy. If anything, it's the hardest one I've had yet. And I would be lying if I said that I loved every moment of it. I've had my own struggles too. The constant pressure of having to consistently perform exceptionally in class led to a lot of nights spent making sure that I didn't fail anything, and days where I had to maintain my composure with the constant barrage of problems I was subjected to. I'm pretty sure I did everything right, just in all the wrong ways. I keep on surprising myself with how weak of a motive I really had to go through all this. It wasn't to satisfy my parents' wishes because I never really had a good academic record in the early years of my life. I mean, if someone were to tell me back then that I would be where I am now, I wouldn't believe it at all, and neither would everyone else. I mean, honestly, I just thought it would be a fun idea to try and see just what I could be capable of. And hundreds of dreadful cold showers later, here I am, still trying to wrap my head around the idea that I've done what I've set out to do, wondering if it was all really worth it. So I took down a trip to memory lane in search of an answer. And I found myself struggling to remember a lot of what had happened in my first year in senior high, back when I would say was the peak of my academic performance. Of course, you could just blame it on my terrible memory, but I came to the conclusion that I must have hated a lot of it. Of course, any sane student would wish to have a similar record to what I had then, but weighing in all the tough decisions and dozens of compromises that had to be done for me to get there, it would make anyone reconsider their decision. So I lightened up a bit, started to take things a bit easier, but I often found myself having a hard time breaking out of the habit I had built for myself. I lost friends, I grew distant to the people I cared about, and I hated myself for it. As cliche as it may sound, what I found to be the most important in this journey isn't so much about the end of the line or reaching your destination. Rather, it was more about the journey itself. All the awards, the medals, they only ever came second to the lessons I've learned from the people who have taught me how to be a good student, a better friend, but most importantly, a better Bosconian. Don't get me wrong, I am extremely fortunate and grateful to be granted this award, but I would like to think of it more as us, as our family, that no matter how many typhoons, volcanic eruptions, or pandemics we go through, we're all coming out of it stronger than ever. It's funny to think how our lives are just about to start right when the world seems to be in the middle of ending. But I guess I take comfort in the fact that we've been through so many things together over the years. We've been subject to DepEd's ever-changing policies and curricula. We were heavily criticized by our teachers, and our cell phone privileges were taken from us. But if it means leaving a legacy of winning the cheer dance competition 4 years in a row, then I wouldn't have it any other way. To close up, I'd just like to say that I wouldn't be where I am now if it weren't for all of you out there. Don Bosco has shown me a community full of educators that have unwavering faith in their students, and true friends that I wouldn't hesitate to consider as my family. These times are quite scary, and our future only becomes uncertain because of it. But we've been through so many things together, so what's to stop us now? Ad Maior Natus, hold it dear to your hearts and never forget. God bless and stay safe out there.
Thank you, Alphonse, for your heartfelt expressions of appreciation.
To lead the graduation with the Pledge of Loyalty to the Alma Mater, here is Miss Francine Emerbel R. Larua.
Fellow graduates, please raise your right hand as you join me in the Pledge of Loyalty to our Alma Mater, Don Bosco College, Canlubang. For the love I bear for Don Bosco College, Canlubang, my alma mater, I do hereby pledge my loyalty to spread the glory of her name through my thoughts, words, and actions, and to be faithful to the teachings of St. John Bosco. Therefore, I will be conscious at all times that I am a Bosconian. I am a servant leader. I am God-centered. I am socially responsible. I am passionate for excellence. I am a synergistic team builder. I am joyful and optimistic. I use technology with a soul. I am born for greater things. Only then shall I consider myself to be a true and worthy child of her, my alma mater. So help me God.
Thank you, Francine. May this pledge serve as a reminder to every graduate their devoted service to Don Bosco College, Canlubang.
Alumni's Pledge. Graduation also marks the graduates' enlistment to Don Bosco College Alumni Association, Canlubang Chapter. To officiate the formal induction of Batch 2020's inclusion to the Alumni Association, may we call on the alumnus himself, Mr. John Marie Francis Villafania.
Allow me now to induct you to the world of Bosconian alumni. Please raise your right hand for the Pledge of Allegiance to the Alumni Association. I state your name. Pledge allegiance to the Don Bosco College Canlubang Alumni Association, leaving the promises of baptism and confirmation in the spirituality and charism of St. John Bosco. I will stand for the values of human dignity and family life. I will endeavor to become a good Christian and honest citizen, to become a servant leader for our society and the church. So help me God.
Thank you, Mr. Villafania. Your active involvement in the Alumni Association is an inspiring example for our graduates. May our graduates remember to be as actively involved with their alma mater as they were her students.
Bosconian graduates, your presence and stay here in Don Bosco College Canlubang were paved with so many gifts and talents. Your journey in this institution was wonderful, filled with happiness, faith, and more importantly, love. As you finish this chapter in your life and begin a new one, know that no matter what life brings you will always be Bosconians.
Sa pag-agos ako'y magpapatangay sa kawalan, kahit malayo pang pupuntahan. Pagtapos nitong gulo sa aking isipan, mahanap din ang kasagutan. Mahanap ang kasagutan sa pagitan ng anino at ilaw, sa pagitan ng pagulong at pasigaw, sa pagitan ng ulat ng bughaw, makakailag pa sa mga balang naligaw, makakailag pa sa mga balang naligaw. Pag-agos hindi magpapatangay sa kawalan, kahit malayo pang pupuntahan. Wala na rin mga gulo-gulo sa aking isipan, mahanap din ang kasagutan sa pagitan ng anino at ilaw, sa pagitan ng pagulong at pasigaw, sa pagitan ng ulat ng bughaw, makakailag pa sa mga balang naligaw, makakailag pa sa mga balang naligaw. Sa pagitan ng anino at ilaw, sa pagitan ng pagulong at pasigaw, sa pagitan ng ulat ng bughaw, makakailag pa sa mga balang naligaw, 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 makakailag pa sa mga balang naligaw.
Know that no matter what life brings you will always be Bosconians. To recapitulate the highlights of your senior high school journey, let us watch this presentation and listen to their batch song, specially composed and scored by Mr. Anthony Ross B. Gonzalez and Mr. Jericho A. Asnan.
Is this the best for you and me? Ever wondered why those leaves fall from trees? Ever wondered why your hair falls and flows through air? Ever wondered why things come to an end? Do you ever wonder why? Let us march with our heads up high, moving closer, moving up, with our stances dignified. Come on now, don't be shy. March so humbly with pride. Put a smile on your face. Si el tu bel sorriso. Don't forget about this day. L'esperienza di oro. Once we go out, it would be hard, we would struggle, but it's alright, just go with the flow of life. Don't you give up, stand and fight. Ever wondered why we grow? When we grow, we give a glow. It's a special kind of glow. It's a glow we've yet to show. We should never worry. This is not the end. We will rise in glory and make amends. Risorgere in onore volare via. Questo non è un anno volare via. This is not the end. This is not the end. This is not goodbye. This is not goodbye. See you later now, my friend. For this is not goodbye. Soar up high to the sky, reach your dreams undefined. Never ever let them die. Vola, 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 volare via. Esperienza d'oro.
Our Bosconians truly are not only academically excellent, but multi-talented as well. Use your God-given talents to inspire and motivate others and make your parents and teachers proud.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
Damn, who knew all the planes? How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
tell you.
When I see you again.
First you both go out your way in the vibe is feeling stronger. What's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach. So remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last time.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Our dear Bosconians.
Hello! Congratulations! Thank you very much for being a Bosconian, hindi lang sa loob ng classroom, hindi lang sa loob dito ng Don Bosco, pero hanggang sa paglabas ninyo dito sa school na to. Ika nga nila, once a Bosconian, always a Bosconian. So, congratulations, and I hope patuloy kayong magiging Bosconian para sa ibang tao.
Don't forget that you are human beings with a soul and a body. Don't forget that you are Bosconians, born for greater things. Don't forget your rootedness. Don't forget Don Bosco, Mama Mary, and Jesus. Okay, so see you.
All the best.
All the best.
Congratulations, batch 2019-2020, senior high school.
All the best to our Bosconians.
Congratulations, my dear grade 12 Suji and all the graduates. Good luck and guidance.
To grade 12 Lorione, to grade 12 Canela, to grade 12 Suji, congratulations and God bless.
Congratulations, batch 2019-2020. May God bless you.
Congratulations, graduates of batch 2019-2020. God bless.
To formally close this occasion, the graduates will now honor this institution's founder and father, St. John Bosco, through the alma mater song.
Hail Don Bosco, alma mater dear. Hail Don Bosco, our joyful voices hear. Throughout the land, your name must be the ring.
closing hour has finally arrived. Tomorrow, new challenges and opportunities await our graduates that will further test their determination as improving individuals. As they continue with their journey, may they look back on this stage of their life with fondness and pride. And most of all, graduates, remember to always perform your ordinary duties extraordinarily well, because you are all born for greater things. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes Fortitudo etiam debilitas, Strength even in weakness, the fourth commencement exercises of Don Bosco College Senior High School. Congratulations, graduates. God bless us all.